Well, hi everyone, a warm welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
And here we are again. Now we've come to do something a little bit different. We found out that there's an Adria Caravan. It's called the Altea Dart.
Dart, yeah.
And it's just won an award for the best caravan in the under £30,000 price bracket. Obviously brand new. And I wondered whether our friends down at Downtide actually had one we could have a look at.
And they did.
Sure enough, they did. Of course they did. And they said, yeah, pop down and have a look. And I said, well, what I'd like to do is have a look at it, but can we have a look at another caravan as an alternative at a similar price point? Do you have anything else that's not Adria? And what do they find for us?
An Elddis. They've got an Elddis for us to look at.
Yeah, it's an Avante 554. Yeah. It's actually slightly cheaper. So what we thought we'd do today is compare this award-winning Adria with this Elddis. And then you tell us what you think. If you were going to buy one, you might not want to buy either. But if you were going to buy one, which one would you choose and why?
And they're both under 30 grand.
They are. Right, before we finish this video, we're going to go over and find out, Helen, who actually won the Ultenic Robotic Vacuum Cleaner.
Yeah.
So, let's go and have a little look around, shall we?
Okay.
Let's go. Right, so this is the one I was quite interested to have a little look at. It's the Adria Altea Dart. It's a new model for 2025. It's a 4-berth with a fixed island bed, as you can see. In terms of weights and measures, the MTPLM, well, that's 1,800 kilograms. The MIRO is 1,393 kilograms. And in terms of dimensions, overall width, 7'6", and the external length, so that would obviously include your hitch, at 27 feet or 8.26 metres. You can tell I'm a metric boy, can't you? There's a little diagram of the layout. We're going to have a little look inside in a moment. So this is coming in at 29,340, and here it is, the Altea Dart. What have we got on the side here? Oh, there's cash price. You can get some finance options here if you want them as well, of course, as you might expect. Got a quick look around the outside first of all then. Can you remember when we came here before, we had a little look at one of the luxury top end ones, and I was blown away by the size of the lockup. One of the features I like about the Adrias is here's your spare wheel. There's still tons of space. Certainly you can get 2 6-kilogram gas bottles in there if you wanted to without any hassle. A little bit more space at the front here. And then they come with these storage boxes with these handy little straps as well, so you can get all your bits and pieces in these boxes however you want to configure those. Bungee cord, a bit more than a bungee cord to be fair, and the same over here, look, so you haven't got everything flying around in the locker when you're in transit, which I think is really good feature. Massive locker, isn't it? Yeah. So what have we got? A big locker underneath the front seat here, by the look of it, which is open, so we'll have a little nose. Oh, good size. And there's a step here, and the Alco secure wheel lock. There's electric hookup cable, but quite a big, as you can see, front locker. That's really useful. And I like the fact that it's got this big rubber strap on here, because when we open our locker, the first thing it does is drop down and flap on the hinges and also against the bottom of the caravan. So that's good. Also notice it's got a stable door on here, which is really useful. Helen likes these. No window in it though, so that's quite noticeable, a thing to point out. And then the external awning light here, as you can see. The vents top and bottom indicate fridge or fridge freezer on this side. We'll find out when we get in. Single wheelbase, by the way. Big wide window on the side, and I can already see a huge double bed on the inside. I don't want to walk on the mud here because it's a little bit muddy. I'm going to go inside the caravan in a second. But the back end of the van has got the TV aerial at the back, which is quite common on the Adria. But I do like that retro. Well, it's not retro, is it? It's very modern looking exterior. Quick look around the other side. So they've got plenty of stock in at the moment, which is great, but A little bit tight for me down here. There's your water inlet, your Truma Ultra Flow, battery compartment and electric hookup in here. And we're all wired up with power and heating on. The guys put the heating on for me, which is brilliant. Nice lounge window here. Truma hot air, that exhaust here, I think it's warm air heating. Nice long kitchen window. And then we know we're into a central washroom because we've already seen the bed at the back. So frosted window here for the toilet compartment. Here is your water filler, and that's where your toilet cassette goes, just there. Equally long window on this side as well, so near side and off side. And then we're back to the back of the caravan. Let's go inside and have a look.
So I've had a look around this this caravan. There's a few extras I actually like in it, and these are the likes of this here. I mean, you can put the TV remote controls in there. I don't know about you, but mine ends up down the couch at home and everywhere. We can never find them.
No, yeah, and I know who has to get on their hands and knees to retrieve them, Helen.
Also, you've got bigger ones here, which you could possibly put maps in and confirmations,
or magazines, bit of paperwork,
anything like that, you know. And it's mirrored on the other side as well, so you've got two there.
Yeah.
So the colour coordination actually gives a warm effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks quite warm and feels plush.
Is that carpeted on those walls there then?
No, it's not. It's not actually. It looks like it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
No,
it's not.
No.
It's like a formica-y type finish, isn't it? But it does look like carpet.
I also like the big panoramic window, the sunroof.
I like
That's
that.
letting in quite a load of light in the front. And also the fact that you've lost the drawers and the table, but you've actually got a seat there, which I think is quite good. It's handy. And also the other thing I miss from our first caravan is the stable door. If you've got dogs or children, little toddlers, and these are really great because you can open the top if it's hot, and you can leave the bottom half shut, and they can't get out. They're quite safe.
That is good for the dogs because the dog would get good airflow coming into the caravan, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or even if you're outside anyway, just wanted to leave the dog in, or you just wanted a bit of air getting your caravan, you could do the stable door. Yeah, I can't see a fly screen on here though, Helen, can you?
Or is there not?
No, that's quite interesting because our door has got a fly screen across and I can't see one on here.
You'd have to put up your own type.
You have to hang a curtain or something, wouldn't you? Which you can do, like magnetic or something like that. So, of course, nice and warm. So the warm air heating is very efficient because they only turned it on just before we got here. It's lovely and warm. It's toasty inside. So there's one of the vents at the front there, look. So this is a U shape, which is, quite interesting. We haven't sort of looked at many caravans with that sort of U-shaped front. Gives you more options, that's for sure. But I just noticed straight away that you can pull out the central cushion here if you want to, and then lift up this tabletop, which clicks in place, and is sturdy. So that's quite good. So you can easily sit here and have a game of cards and a sandwich or a cup of tea or something. And then this long shelf across the front over the locker, while you've got these little flip-up lids here with your 13 amp socket. You've also got a 12 volt socket here as well and a TV point. So one option for TV is across the front here. Great big panoramic window here. Look, one of the big features of the Adria that I really like. And of course it all opens up. And because it opens up means you've got blinds on one side, so you can close it all up at night time, but also again a big fly screen here which goes down the front and it clicks, one side clicks onto the other, so you can have half and half if you want, like that, but very good. And then they just unclick each side if you want to push the fly screen back like that. One of the things I picked up last time we came and looked at the Adrias were these nifty spots which are in a little track with the ability to move them around wherever you want to put them, and also the fact that they're on a swivel as well, so you can position them wherever you want them. Nice pelmet lighting either side of the lockers at the front as well. So light switches here. I think that's the awning light switch there, just so you know. Quick look at the lockers themselves. Very big lockers here. with a little rocker switch underneath. You just flick those there. A few people have said, oh, they're a bit like the IKEA caravans. Well, they're modern, aren't they? They've got a very modern feel about them, but they're very warm. Helen likes these here, but plenty of room. Oh, it's a 4-berth. You can sit certainly 1 here, 2, 3. You could sit 5 people in comfort here if you wanted to. Pull down blinds, pull again for your fly screen. Yeah. In terms of audio in here, I believe it's got the Bluetooth audio system. Not quite sure about that. I'll have to have a little look and I'll put you a link. Yeah, can you see how all of these lights on the track slide along, but they have got individual switches on the end as well, which is good. Same on this side. Very good. So stable door but no window, which is I think I'd prefer to see a window in it personally. Control panel over the door here for your Truma heating and hot water, and your power as well. A few hooks here to hang jackets and coats on, and then what you've got here is a humongous fridge with a big ice box on top, so it's almost like a small freezer. A humongous ice box there, and then 1, 2, 3 big shelves, salad tray, so that's a really nice sized fridge. And then underneath here, and then you've got storage underneath here as well. Moving over to the kitchen side, little flip up top here to give you that extra bit of workspace. We find that useful in our caravan, so it's a good thing to have, that's for sure. And by the way, when you've put this up, there's a little lever underneath which you just pull, and then it'll flop back down again. Pull the cushion out, and then you got a little bit of extra seating on that side, so you could put your feet up either way actually, depending on where you're sat and who's in charge. Right, so a good sized sink here, hot and cold mixer tap. This is to slot shelves on, which I think are in one of these drawers here. Yeah, they're in this box here, so you can slot some shelves on there, just where you can put sponges, you know, fairy liquid, washing up liquid, all that sort of stuff. So that's where they get the bits and pieces. Soft close on the drawers, and again here, and then a little fold down at the bottom where you might put some pots and pans, or more likely to put those probably underneath your cooker. You got a Thetford duplex electric oven, and then over the top here, 3-ring gas hob, quite slimline. But to be honest, we've got 3 gas and 1 electric in our caravan, and I can't ever remember a point where we've had to use them all. We normally use 1 or 2 at the most, so that's an ample size, I would suggest. Over the sink itself, storage here for cups and mugs and plates and what have you. That plug there is for, I think, a microwave or an extractor. Let's have a little look, see what's going on over here. Yep, there it is. There's your microwave. Quite a good sized one as well. Obviously brand new and full of all the packaging there, but yeah, there's the microwave hidden away. And then we've got this central washroom and toilet. Now, some people love these and prefer them because they think it's better that people that are in your caravan can go to the loo without having to go past your bed, so I get all of that. I prefer the open plan myself, and the next caravan we're going to show you, which is not an Adria but it's in the same price range, is an open plan. So let's have a look at this one first. Start with a shower. Got a little catch on the door here. 2 doors, open out. We're over the wheel arch, so you've got that step stroke seat, call it what you will. There's your shower head, which is just not really in position at the moment, but there it is. Little vent window here, like, so when you're showering you can let your condensation stroke steam go away. A little rail here for hanging towels that are wet or wet clothing on. But let me just step inside. I'm in the shower, door closed. I can't close the other door because I've got the camera in my hand. But actually tons of headroom. Absolutely shed loads of room here for me. And I can move around quite nicely, thank you. And have my shower in here. And I can feel heat coming through the shower floor. So I'm not sure how that's working. There must be some... Oh yeah, there's the vent there, look. So you've got warm air blowing into the shower. I could feel that heat on my feet. That's really nice. I like that. So it's a good sized shower, no problem with that whatsoever. Straight opposite, of course, is the toilet. And there's a standard thing. If you open that toilet door, it doubles up so you can now close off the lounge and kitchen area from the washroom and the bedroom to give you full privacy over here. Thetford toilet. There it is. A little bit of storage under the sink here. Hot and cold mixer, good size, and I can get my head over for shaving purposes, no problem at all. Good size mirror as well, little towel rail here, another cupboard here. It's quite a big cupboard actually for the size of the toilet, but somewhere to put toiletries and first aid or whatever, that sort of thing. No problem. Toilet roll holders on this side. Can I get on the loo without any hassle? Yeah, I can, yeah. Only just. BC, I could close the door. Let's just do it. I'm on the loo, no problem. And the door's closed. So yeah, that's fine. Go through to the bedroom area here then.
So I quite like the bedroom at the back. Not sure how it would go with the storage underneath.
In what respect?
If you could keep as much in it as you would in the transverse bed.
Well, I think you'll have plenty of storage underneath. Quite how you get there though.
Yeah, but the weight distribution on the Caravan.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, yeah. But
it's
look
quite
under
big,
the mattress,
though,
there's a lot of storage space under there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how you get in. Whether you
That
just...
looks quite a well-made bed, actually.
Looks very solid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it does look solid, and it looks quite comfortable and nice and big as well.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you something. I don't know what this is. Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what it is actually. I'll have to ask.
Is it one of them games that you put the little colours?
No, it's definitely not a game, Helen. Grow up. No. I'll tell you what I think you could do with it though, whether it's for this or not. You know, you get clothes on a hanger.
Yeah.
You can hang it on there. Or I think it's probably more likely to mount a mirror on or something like
If
that.
anybody knows, put it in the comments.
I'll tell you who'll know. Bruce. He knows everything. Yeah. I'll ask Bruce in a little while. Obviously TV goes over here though on this side.
Yeah, and if you look at the top, it's got a strap. And the strap will open, will it? If it make it move it?
I think that's to hold the door in place, security for the door, isn't it?
I don't know. Again, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you'll find your door will
I
slide
see.
now.
It's on the door. Yeah.
Yeah. Big windows. The windows are really huge and they're letting in a lot of light. Got a skylight over the top of the bed as well. And then either side, equal size wardrobes. So on this side, if I just open those, you can see it's shelved. It's in here. And if I open this bit, there's your hanging wardrobe there. So plenty of space to hang your clothes and also somewhere to put your socks and your smalls. USB charging over here, C-type and the standard, whatever they call that one. And then a little space in there to put a drink or a book, whatever. More little spotlights over the bed. Headboard. Equal on the other side with an overhead locker each as well. And quite deep as you can see. So it's a good size and there's plenty of space to walk around either side of the bed, and it's a massive bed. And it looks like it may fold up. Certainly that mattress there looks like it has the ability to fold. Let's have a little look and see. It's certainly in sleep mode. Yes, you can. Right, I can't lift it because it's actually taped down. You might just be able to see the tape on there. But that will lift up, as will the other side. So if you wanted to, you can have the bed more in a sort of chaise longue type position. If you were sitting up watching TV or drinking your tea or whatever you were doing, you can do that if you want to. If there's anything that puts me off, I'm just not a fan personally of the central washroom and toilet, and I know a lot of people like him, and I get why they like him. I just prefer the open plan. So what we're looking at here is the Elddis Avante 554, new model for 2025. Price point comes in at 28,549, so a little cheaper than the Adria, and the money that you save on this you can maybe invest on a motor mover or something like that. Quick look around the outside. We'll start off with this locker. It's also got this locker very similar to the Adria. Never easy with one hand to do this stuff, but I do like this. And Helen, you were saying you quite like the locker.
I do like the locker.
The way it lifts up, yeah?
Yeah.
So, space in there for your 2 6-kilogram gas bottles. We found, unless you're about to run out, just carry one. That's all you need to do.
Also, it's got traction control.
Yes, it's got the Alco ATC here, which is a good safety feature. Didn't notice that on the Adria. Also got this external light, so if you have to come out at night to change the gas, it's going to light up the locker for you, which is a good thing. But if we move around the side, I know this is not a standard fit, but it has been fitted and included here at Downtide, so you've got a gas point here. You wouldn't normally get that on this model. And I believe that same applies with this locker. You wouldn't normally get this locker as standard on this model, but they've decided to put one in here at Downtide, and also a 13 amp socket just there. So if you're having to do some outside work or plug in anything electrical, that's quite useful. Stable door, as Helen's already mentioned. No window on this side because you know you've got a transverse island bed inside, but you have got a locker underneath the bed, and we find there's a lot of storage there, and it's more towards the centre of the van, which is where you want your weight, so that's a good thing. Quite stylish at the rear, I think. I like the lighting at the back. Nice chrome grab handles on the back as well. Rear toilet, no window, but a rear toilet cassette and the filler just there. And then as we move back towards this side, obviously you've got a nice window on this side of the bed, and you've got a kitchen window here, and obviously your fridge must be in this position because there's your vents. Single axle. Here is your battery compartment and your electric hookup just down here, and then here's your water. What you've got is a whale. That's so you plug your aqua roll into here, and I suspect that looks like it's a shower, external shower point. Again, not sure if that's standard on this model or not, but what I will do for both vans anyway is make sure that we just flip up a link to the website so you can see all the info. What's useful here though is they've got an awning, well it's not an awning light, but it's like an awning light, but it's on the off side, so if you have to come around and do anything like with the battery, or even at your car, because normally you would have your car parked on this side of your caravan on pitch, that's quite a useful thing to have. So external lighting really good, and obviously a good size awning light right over the door as well. Nice graphics on this too, and look at all these lovely motorhomes as well, and campers and stuff. We're going to come and look at some of those at some point. Right, is Helen in here? Yes, she is. So let's have a little look inside. Oh, Helen's already in.
I am. I'm in the Elddis. I've had a little look round.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I like the colours actually. If you look down the front, they're quite sort of pastel-y colours, and the wood's quite a nice colour as well.
Very bright in here, isn't it? I know they've got
Very
all the lights
bright,
on, but
yeah.
it's a nice bright.
Yeah, but look at the little pin
airy
spots, and they're cute. So it was a glass at the
see,
end.
these are the sort of things we could put in just to sort of modernise what we've got.
Yeah, I like them.
I like those. Yeah, yeah, very, very nice.
Got the stable door again, which I quite like.
With a window, I noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the fridge, Bruce tells me, if you have a look at it, you can't open. Well, you can open it both ways, but you'd have to move these pieces over here. So you've got the option of opening it this
Left
way
or right, yeah.
or that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is quite handy.
You can't do both at the same time, is what
No.
you're saying. I've often wondered about these. That's I've seen those under the fridges before. That's why then. So you can do a left or right, but not both at the same time. So it's a nice looking fridge, domestic, sort of very modern looking. So which way is it? Must be that way.
That's it.
Oh yeah, it's quite a roomy fridge, similar size to ours, but I like the double cellar trays at the bottom. And standard size ice box. Just remember, never leave your ice in once you come home.
Yeah.
Otherwise you end up with it all melting all over the floor. And you need new carpets, don't you, Helen?
Yeah. Luckily, I got some.
It feels a lot roomier, doesn't it? Much more space.
Well, it's a preference, isn't it? To
Yeah.
whether you like the transverse bed or you like the bed at the back, the rear bed.
Yeah.
I like the rear bed at the back, but you actually come in closer here. And I like the fact when you walk in the Caravan, it gives you a nice roomy, airy feel.
It's less claustrophobic.
So it's just a personal preference, but I quite like the transverse bed.
Yeah, I think I do too. I know when we've got one, obviously, so I know that when we open the bed out, space becomes a little bit limited in the middle of the night if you want to go to the loo. It's a bit of a squeeze around here, unless you've got an 8 foot wide Caravan, which obviously we haven't. But nevertheless, I'm with you. I prefer this sort of layout.
Yeah. I love the big mirror as well.
Good. This looks nice, actually.
That is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I like the pastel tones. They're nice.
Tones.
Yeah.
You should be into interior design, Helen. So there's an option over here to have TV, because that's what this extra... If you ever see these on the Caravan, you know that's mounted there, so you can put a TV mount on. And there's your 12 volt socket anyway. TV aerial, Sky, and a 13 amp socket, so that's good.
And of course, you've got the concertina door here.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So you can slide that over.
And that goes straight to the door.
So again, you know, it's not soundproof, obviously, but it does give you privacy if you want to get changed in your bedroom.
I mean, some Caravans put wood in,
Yeah,
but
more
you
weight.
have extra weight. So
I don't mind these personally.
no, I
Some
don't mind.
people
I don't think ours is quite as big as that one, is it?
Probably not. No,
No.
just the way it goes back. So how much is this one, Helen? Do you know?
This one's 28,549.
Okay, so it's a little bit cheaper than the Adria.
Yeah.
I actually really quite like it. It's interesting that the Adria has won the award, though. I actually quite like this. So this is brand new as well.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look around some of these lockers and stuff. I mean, standard thing. Still got the old car radio thing here, and also that's where your TV aerial is, and your booster for your TV as well, with cables running to the back of the Caravan, because you can watch TV in the back. Little open shelves here, somewhere to put your knickknacks. Small little shelf over, not as big, but there is a panoramic window here, and then it's got blind because it doesn't open. There's no fly screen on this one. Pretty similar layout over here though. Good size locker, shelf halfway across, so you can get plenty of bits and pieces in there. I'm with Helen, I really do like these spots. Separate, this is more like our configuration here. You've got a separate fly screen going on, and then you've got that screen there. Just over here you've got a 13 amp socket in that corner. Over there, I don't know if there is one on this side or not. No, there isn't. A small shelf here, and then pull out and flip up, gives you an extended tabletop. I'm quite happy with that. We always use that rather than the table, and we take the table out, pull that again, and it goes down and slides back in. Little drawer here with an internal drawer. So yeah, quite a nice lounge layout. I like the light colours. I'm with Helen. Very comfortable wide seats here. I actually came in this Caravan just before we started filming, and the carpets weren't in. And Bruce said, I'll put the carpets in because I think it'll make a nice difference. And he's absolutely right, because it looks completely different with the carpets in. So much more luxurious, and it feels so much warmer. The heating wasn't on when I came in earlier. Now there's no side flip up here for the extra worktop space, but there is a more worktop space on this. And then you've also got this bit which you can take off the sink here. So you can use that if you're making sandwiches or a cup of tea or whatever. You know, there's ways and means. That can fold away and go into one of the cupboards. So in terms of cupboards, cutlery drawer, I think here. Yes, it is. And then another separate drawer underneath, which is good. And then a cupboard underneath that, with plenty of space in there to put food or whatever you want to put in. Thetford cooker. Now you have also got 4 rings here, one of which is electric, which I think is a great option if you're on site, and especially these days paying for your electric, then why would you not want to use electric hob and save your gas? That's what we do every single time, especially if you could put a pan of soup on or something. Grill there, and actually I think this is a bigger oven than we saw in the Adria personally. These little rocker catchers underneath, And then you've got plenty of good cupboard space as you move around, somewhere to put mugs and plates. Nice lighting overhead as well, and underneath the pelmets, and then more fly screens and blinds as well. So that's good. Oh, the power's just gone off. Nothing to do with me, I promise. Over on this side then, I do like this little configuration here. So what you've got starting at the top, a couple of little doors on a cupboard that's got a power point in, because that's for your microwave, which is right underneath, as you can see. And it's a branded Russell Hobbs microwave. Again, all the packaging still in there because this is brand spanking new. TV points and two 13 amp sockets there, 12 volt, and of course your aerial points as well. A little cupboard here and a pull out drawer, and warm air heating just as in the Adria. So you got one vent in the corner here, which I think is really useful. A couple of vents underneath that little cupboard at the front here, there, and also standard, I know, but the pull out to make this into a double bed at the front. Now, we've used ours quite a bit when we've had the kids stay. Sometimes I've stayed in it, sometimes Helen's stayed in it, and I've always found the front bed to be really quite huge and really comfortable. So this all folds out to make into a double, which is great. Moving towards the back end of the caravan, this is always the biggest wardrobe because it's where the ladies tend to sleep. I don't know why, but normally you would have an Aldi heating tank in here if you had Aldi heating. But look at the size of that wardrobe, that's huge. And there's your fold-up dining table as well. As I say, we've taken ours out, save the weight, and give Helen more space for dresses that she won't wear. And then over here, little pull out, and that makes a nice shelf here, like somewhere to put your books or to have a cup of tea in bed. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 pull out drawers underneath. Won't go through them all, but there they are. And then we're in day mode here at the moment with the transverse bed. I will, because people like to see how much space is left. Let me just do a before and after. So quite a bit of space here. I can walk around here, no hassle whatsoever. Very easy just to walk in day mode. We have no problem with our bed in day mode. It's to make the bed up still. All you would do then is just lift and pull. God, I find it easier though on a, there we go, on a one that's been used quite a bit. It's not so stiff. So that just pulls out, that folds over, oh, the power's back on, that folds over, and then obviously that reduces your space. Can I get round there in the middle of the night? I can, but I have to sort of face the wall and do it sideways. Now, the thing about these, and it's the same in every single caravan unless you've got an 8-foot van, is there's no bedding on there yet. So by the time you get a continental quilt hanging over the side, it does get a little bit tight. I accept that. It does. But I don't think it's a big deal. You know, it doesn't stop me getting to the loo, that's for sure, in the night. So that's what it's like in nighttime mode, and it is a good sized double bed, and that's the most important thing. You get a very comfortable sleep, I think. So that's good. And then here we are again in day mode, so plenty of space. Helen's already pointed out lovely big mirror with a light overhead, so full length mirror. His wardrobe, obviously a lot thinner, but us guys don't take so much on holiday with us. Pull out shelf at the top again, 3 drawers, a little bit thinner, but we don't moan about it, do we? And we certainly don't make a big thing of it. Into the washroom. Notice there's no window in here. Now that's, I don't know if I've ever been in a rear end washroom without a window in it. But what you have got, pelmet lighting, couple of doors on the cupboard here, which is fairly deep, so you can get a fair bit of toiletries or first aid or whatever you want to keep. Little shelf there. A good sized mirror here over a sink, which should have no hassle getting over the top of. I'm finding it a little bit tight here, if I'm honest. I'm finding that a little tight. My back is against the wall, but nonetheless not a big deal. Now interesting, that is a large shower, and what's interesting is it doesn't have a full length door on it. I'll get in. So it's a little catch and a folding, I could say that was 3/4 length here, like that. So it's plenty of space in here. No vent over the top, got lighting here, a water saving shower head, somewhere to put your soap and what have you, hot and cold mixer, plenty of space. Yeah, no problem having a shower in here, but just don't point the shower over the top, otherwise it's going to be all over the floor. But I think if you owned this, you'd be aware of that and obviously make the necessary adjustments. There's a sliding door to close, a vent over here with a fly screen on it. I think I missed the window. I'm not really sure, other than maybe trying to save money, why they wouldn't have put a little window in here, but anyway, they haven't. And that is it from the inside. Which one do I prefer? Purely based on the layout, I think I prefer this one. I think the Adria is a very nice van, but the Adria has just won an award, so I don't know. I think I'd be buying this one personally. Right, before we finish this video, we're going to go over and find out, Helen, who actually won the Ultenic Robotic vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
So let's go over and get the old software working. The numbers are in. Let's find out who's won. Well, we had 247 comments, and the winner is comment number 23. So I'm going to scroll down to the 23rd comment underneath the video on my laptop. Now remember, if you did this on your laptop, your 23rd comment may be different to the one that I've got. It's just the way it is, but let's just scroll down and see who we've got. And the winner is Victoria Bright. Well done, Victoria. Victoria Bright 7071. What you need to do, Victoria, is just drop us an email to caravantastic@hotmail.com with your address details, and then we'll arrange for Daniel from Ultenic to get your robotic vacuum cleaner sent direct to your home address. Well done.
So congratulations. I love mine. I hope you love yours.
Yeah, they're brilliant. We'll get Daniel to post that direct to you, so look out for that arriving in the next couple of days. He's really quick. Once I've given him your address details, you'll just need to email those to us at caravantastic@hotmail.com, and that'll be straight in the post to you. But that's it from Downtide. We've had a good look round. We're going to come back because there's a few things we want to do.
Yeah.
One of them is we want to go and look at some motorhomes. We've got some fabulous motorhomes and camper vans here, and so we want to get a bit up close and personal with some of them. But for now, thanks for joining us, and if you haven't done already, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next video coming your way very soon.
See you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.